What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video today. An epic delivery from our friends over at Pop Collectibles. Actually got 4 different figures in the mail today, 2 of which are right here on the table, and we're going to go ahead and kick off this video with an unboxing of Miles Morales. That's right, guys, Ryan back again. I feel like I've been making a lot of content here lately, and with the flow of Hot Toys and other 6-scale figures dropping in the collection, and quarter scales. I got more quarter scales in the way. We're gonna have lots and lots of videos, live streams, all kinds of fun stuff. But I put a poll out on the Facebook group and I said, hey, which one of these 2 would you like to see first? And it was a pretty close. It was a pretty close tie. I mean, it was like 60%, 40%. All leaning towards Miles. So we're going to start with Miles, come back a little bit later, maybe tomorrow, whenever this is, and we'll have Spider-Gwen, because honestly, Into the Spider-Verse, just an amazing film. But the PS4, PS5 game is pretty fantastic as well. So we're going to get Spider-Gwen out of here, as awesome as this box art is. Look, Kingpin action right there. We're going to get her out of here. Sorry. Let's take a look at our Miles Morales. I'm actually pretty stoked for this. You guys know I like my Spider-Verse. I've got just a ridiculous display, which I'm not sure how I'm going to destroy it for the Spider videos coming up. But for the collection video, at least it'll be a lot of fun. I will tell you that. So we got Miles here. Super excited for this. Let's go ahead and get into this. We've got some box art. So Miles Morales, the Marvel box art, guys. So much more awesome than Star Wars box art all day long. So Miles Morales, VGM046. So we got that going on. And then we've got our video game deal going right there. Look at that. That's a render. I don't think that's the actual figure because it's got too much like Photoshop trickery going on with this thing. But anyway, yeah, obviously, I don't think if the actual figure lights up like that, that would be pretty amazing, but I don't think it does. And there we go on the back and on the side. And if you're on the top, we got Miles and all that stuff. So let's go ahead. Unlike the previous videos, I haven't already unboxed all this stuff. So let's get this slipcover off. And we're gonna have a little figure action going on there. Check that out, Spider-Man Miles Morales. And I did check this out earlier. Check out on the back of the actual inside package. It's got all these different looks of the actual figure. So he's got like his little switch out eyelets here. We got Spider-Man in the backpack. We've got the, I mean, just look, just all this stuff. So let's go ahead and get this stuff off. I have already cut the tape, so let me just make this happen for you guys. All right. If you're excited for this, just hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. All right, so it looks like we have an accessory tray. So let's go ahead. Where is it taped? It's taped here. Boom, let's do this. I absolutely love posing Spider-Man figures. Like if I'm breaking down like just some free time and I just want to pose something, I always grab a Spider-Man figure. It doesn't even matter which one it is. I always grab a Spider-Man figure. Stormtroopers, clone troopers, you know, they're fun. I do enjoy posing them, but you're not going to get them into ridiculous poses like you can a spider, right? So here's all the accessories we've got right here, just straight out of the box. You guys want to check this out. Looks like we've got Spider-Man here, which honestly, let's just take a first look at Spider-Man. Look at this. Look at that. So awesome. So awesome. Spider-Man's right there. We got eyelets here switching out. We've got backpack switch out parts, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to check the instructions to check that out. So we got backpack. We've got another outfit, if you want to call it that. We've got switch out for that. We got webs underneath that. We've got the actual figure. We got a bunch of webs that we've seen before, and we've got his headphones. So we've got those. Let's check out this spider figure. Just real quick, like, look at the shine on that red. Whoo, boy. That is cool. Look, I mean, look at that. That is super cool. Can't wait to get take a closer look at that. So we'll put you right there for a second. And then we've got all these little different accessories and hands and the Venom Strike effects going on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take all the plastic off of this stuff, get it unboxed, check out the accessories, and then we'll have some fun posing our Miles Morales. All right, can we talk about the amazing amount of accessories we get with this guy? There is so much cool stuff here, and I can't wait to actually get to the posing section. Sometimes I gotta be honest with you, sometimes I just wanna skip past all this stuff. I know you guys wanna see it, but sometimes like just as the collector in me just wants to like skip past the showing like hands and things and just get to the posing section. So you can let me know your thoughts below. I know there's YouTube problems, I get it, but somebody messaging me. But I'm just saying that it's one of those things that sometimes I just want to do that. This is one of those Spider-Gwen, definitely one of those figures that I just want to get to it. But here I am rambling. Let's get into this. Let's take a look at the display base, which we have seen a lot of times, but I really like this one. I think it looks pretty good. So it says a little Miles Morales right there on the front, just normal printed on there. Nothing really fancy, but there we go. We get a dynamic stand, which of course we got, and then we get a spider grabber. I wish they got the little cradle thing in there. That would be pretty awesome to take some stress off the suit, but we don't have that. So there you go. But check out all of this stuff. We got Venom Strike stuff. We got hands. We got scarves and socks and hats and backpacks and Spider-Man cats and just all kinds of crazy stuff. So let's just go ahead and zoom down here and take a look at the one thing that everybody, honestly, probably, let's just zoom in here, that everybody can agree is, I'm going to say one of the best 6-scale accessories, if not ever, but certainly that I've seen in a very long time. I was super, super stoked to get our little Spider-Man here. If you guys haven't played the video game, the cat's name is Spiderman, and that's where he's wearing a little Spider-Man face mask. And he actually rides along with Miles through downtown and running on adventures and wherever else you want to take him while you're wearing this particular suit. But he looks freaking awesome. Absolutely cool. I didn't know he would be like, I guess I could have looked at the promo photos a little bit. I didn't know he'd be like super tall like this, but it makes sense because he goes in the backpack, which we're going to take a look at right in a second, is right here. This is a super cool backpack. I'm a big fan of this. I think the thing that's striking me about this is honestly the colors, the black, the red, the silvers, the grays, yellow for the Venom Strike, and all those colors combined just look awesome. And I'm a big fan of this thing. So here's our backpack. You can see the texture and the detail, almost like stippling. You can see, like, it's not just a solid piece. There's definitely a texture in there. It's got these like little drawstrings, which are molded in, the zippers, which are molded in. You can't remove any of that stuff. But look at the absolute detail. Absolutely fantastic back here. These are, as you can tell, very molded. So I think that's actually pretty good things. We don't have any crazy straps to deal with. I don't think any of these are actually, you can't undo these straps or any of these, just molded pieces. But they're pretty freaking cool. One thing you need to be able to do though, is you need to be able to get Spider-Man in the backpack. And the way you would do that is this piece right here actually pops off and is replaced by this piece. It's on pegs, so you just take your fingernail, you get in there just like that, and there's a peg here and a peg here, and you just pop these guys out. So there's one peg, and there's one peg, and there's foam padding on the inside, so you don't have to worry about the cat situation. But you can put Spider-Man, you can put him on in here, get him all tucked down good, just like that. Super cute. And then you just peg this guy back in here. So that's how you do that. If I can get him to peg all the way back in, that would be amazing. But this is what happens on camera. But there it goes. So you peg him back in here, and then you've got your backpack with Spider-Man looking. I mean, I don't know what other way you would display it other than that, because it's just too freaking awesome. So I'm gonna leave mine just like that. And then this will probably honestly just end up back in the box because I don't know. We'll see how it plays. We got his headset here, which is pretty nice. It's nice. It's somewhat bendable, not really. I mean, it is a molded piece. Some nice texture going on here. I don't know if that's coming across on camera or not. Nice texture going on here. And on the inside, it actually looks like pleather material. So it actually, they did a good job with that. It's got some nice texture lines on the inside. But there's that. We're gonna get our normal spider webs. We've seen these 15 or 20 times. We've seen these guys, seen these webs. If you've seen a Spider-Man figure in the last 3-4 years, you've seen all this stuff, and you even get the little, you know, the funnel deal if you want to use that. So I generally don't use those, but we'll see how that plays out on the actual figure. The hands. I got to show you these hands, guys. We're going to get our normal array of spider hands. We got some relaxed hands on the figure. You've got two, actually you have a web holding hand, as you can see right there. There's a gap right there, and then you have a fist. So you got right and left of those. We got some spider wall crawling hands, which are awesome. And then we got some thwipping hands, which again are awesome. But I want to pay attention, if I can, to the wall crawling hand. These are some of the coolest hands. They're pretty much exactly like the Scarlet Spider. They've got that texture going on, but the paint application, I think, is notable. And I usually don't spend a lot of time on hands, but it's got this matte finish here on the inside with stippling for the glove, if you will. And then the hands, the metallic red paint they put on these, and then the gloss black on here. I don't know, something to take note of. I thought was pretty nice. So we got that. We're gonna have switch out eyelets, which we've seen before. You can see, again, that metallic red paint looking fantastic. So you're gonna get, you actually get 4 sets. You get 1 set that's already on the figure, and then you get the 3 extras. And then get a little web shooter action, which I honestly almost missed in the packaging. I really did, because they're actually clear. And I haven't seen clear ones before. So this one's kind of a new thing. So you're obviously gonna get a right and a left. A little attachment here, and it just pegs in these little pegs on the back. So we'll get those on the figure in a second. Then we get some Venom Strike accessories, some effects. And you guys know my thoughts on these effects. Generally, I'm not a big fan. These actually look fairly nice. We got a nice dark amber color going on right here, and then it fades down to a translucent there towards the tip of that. These are actually pretty cool. So you get one for each hand, and then you get one that actually goes around the torso. So this is actually looks pretty sweet. So we've got hands, we've got backpacks, we got all kinds of stuff. And then they go and say, hey, no, we want you to be able to change the outfits. So we're gonna get this nice little cap. Some people call it a toboggan. I don't know. The material is like a sock. I mean, if you have a sock, that's what the material's like. And then we've got the little scarf here, and then these guys. And I don't know what the technical term for these are, because they're not really socks, are they? They're like leg warmers. Is that a thing? Because you don't, I guess they're leg warmers. Maybe they're supposed to be socks. Either way, they look pretty cool, and we'll definitely be putting those on the figure at some point. But I know everyone wants to get in the figure. So let's go ahead and get in this guy. It looks so good in person. I know it looks good on camera because I'm looking at it, but I can tell you in person, even better. It is freaking awesome. I know a lot of people are hyped for Miles, and really any Spider-Man figure, but this Miles Morales figure is amazing. Look at that red sheen coming off of that as the light just bounces off of this thing. So that nice high gloss Spider logo with the high gloss red going down the side here. It kind of travels around towards the shoulder and goes all the way to the back, with the other Spider symbol is waiting for us. It just looks, it looks glorious. A nice little red. Let's see if I can zoom down here. Check out the red grid webbing he's got going on here. And then it goes down to just pretty much solid black. Nice texturing going on here. And I would say the material, it's different. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's different than any other Spider-Man figure that I have posed in a good minute. Look at that head sculpt. Man, I love that red, that black. The eyes are popping with the giant. Generally, I use these. I'm not a fan of like switching out the eyelets just because they're kind of a pain to deal with, magnets and they're just small. And so I generally leave these in here, but we'll see how it plays out in the posing section. But I absolutely love how the red detail in the webbing is playing off of this black suit all the way around. It is freaking awesome. So if we go down here, we got a nice almost like a belt, I guess, if you would, a gloss black belt that goes around the side and back of the figure. So you've got that, and which also carries down to the knees. So you got those guys. Rotate this guy around. Again, you got high gloss going down, and then we go all the way down to the shoe, which you can see right there. Nice little tread. It's nice, and the coolest thing is split shoe, so we don't have to worry about any issues with posing. So talking about posing, let's have some fun with this guy. Just real quick, like you can hear those ratchets. So in the shoulders, I mean, we can go up pretty far. That's pretty nice. We're definitely gonna have a double bend on the elbow, but you can see, let me show you this. You see how the material is kind of bunching up on the elbows? That's a normal Spider-Man thing. There's nothing really you can do about that. You're gonna pose the figure. I will tell you, this material feels like it will definitely crease, but it feels very, very durable, like very durable. It's kind of hard to describe. Some other people may do a better job at that than me, but it's rubbery, durable, but it's not thick. It's not like the Stealth Spider-Man. It's not as thick as that material. It almost reminds me of the Advanced Suit Spider, but you can tell there's not that, like right here. You see right here, the Advanced Suit Spider-Man's got padding in there, and you really couldn't push in there at all. And it doesn't feel like it's got that going on, at least right in that particular location. So getting arms up, you can definitely get the arms up higher by rotating the suit material around the arm. We'll probably have to do that when we get the posing. The red material here is definitely going to crease as you get to posing this guy. So you're gonna have to deal with that. If you're a museum poser, then it doesn't really matter. As far as the knees, double bend on the knee, and then plenty of range of motion on the actual boot. So, I mean, it's gonna go all the way around. Can we get an ankle pivot? Let's see what kind of range we can get. Come on. There. Oh, did you hear that? There's a ratchet there. What? That was a ratchet right there. Oh, it's just tight. So the mine's tight. Check that out. Nice little red deal right there. Pretty cool. Any toe articulation? There's something going on there. Let's see if we can't. No, I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything going on there with the toe. Oh, nope, there it goes. All right, it's just very tight. So you can see it. There is a toe movement there. Boom, right there. So it's just tight, being new. So as we work this figure in, we'll be able to have some more fun with this thing. As you guys heard, we have a ratchet on the hips going out to the sides. We already saw the double bend on the knee, and we have a ratchet going out front and to the back. So just like normal Spider-Man figures, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this guy. Honestly, guys, I'm just so excited to have this here that I may just get sidetracked posing. We'll just have some fun. So I recently did the unboxing review of Captain Rex, which you see right there, and the Death Watch manual, which is up there. Spoiler, I know this will be a little bit of sidetrack for you guys watching this, but spoiler, I just got this. I unboxed it on a live stream, but I just got the Cyberpunk 2077 bike. I also have the male and female figures, so we're going to be unboxing those very soon. But what made me think of this was this. So, anyways, spoiler video coming soon on that. That was a sidetrack. We'll put you back up there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have some fun with these accessories. Let's do some posing. Let's have some fun. Let's roll. All right, so somebody, before we actually get into the posing section of this video, somebody will probably ask, how does Miles size up to the other Spider-Man figure? So on the right, we've got our upgraded suit Spider-Man, Tom Holland, with the Tom Holland head sculpt. I literally just pulled him off of the display, and I'm gonna have to repose him, so that's awesome. And then we've got the advanced suit Spider-Man on the left, and we got our Miles on the right. So the PS4 advanced suit Spider is definitely larger. It's definitely taller. I'd say maybe, I don't know, a couple centimeters taller. in scale, width-wise, shoulder-wise, everything. He is definitely larger. He's definitely bulkier. His torso is a good bit longer, and legs. So I would say that he's a larger figure. Obviously, Tom Holland's supposed to be teenager, smaller figure, and size-wise, he's not a lot shorter than our Miles figure, but he's definitely not as muscular as Miles. So we've got that going on. So if you want to see these guys, let's see if I can't zoom in a little bit for you, so you can see their torsos a little bit better. But there you go, give you a good idea of the scale. And I think these guys are going to look really good, all posed up in the display. I think Miles is going to look great there. And we're going to have so many more Miles figures to come. So pretty stoked for that. But you can let me know your thoughts on this little comparison. And now we will get on to the posing. All right, guys, so we got Miles up in our first pose. And I figured, what the hell? He's a freaking Spider-Man. He ought to be flying. So let's just enjoy some spider poses for a second. We're going to have some fun with this. A couple things to note when posing this. The first thing is, it will do whatever the hell you want it to do. The suit is definitely posable, and the ratchets are good, super fun, super easy to manipulate. The one thing I noticed I mentioned in the advanced suit is that padding on the inside of the advanced suit, that one limits you just a little bit. This one doesn't have that, and man, it's just gorgeous. Look at the colors on this friggin' thing. Whew, and that spider symbol and the red that's popping off this thing, absolutely glorious, fantastic. And just a pose for you guys. Obviously, I want to do a few more because I just freaking love posing spider figures. But let's take a close look as the light hits this guy on the colors of this suit. Look at the texture on the mask, the texture and the colors of that red popping off the suit. It is absolutely glorious. Now, one thing you do need to know, the web shooting hands have a part that pops off. Those little plastic pieces I showed you earlier that were really clear and almost lost those. Those actually pop onto the wrist. They actually, there's a section of the wrist you remove, it just pegs, put that piece on there, and then you can throw some webs in there. I didn't want to throw the webs in there because generally I don't use them. I've used them sometimes, but generally I don't. But I absolutely love the look of this guy. Now we just need like some villains to go with him. We need like a Kingpin, which there's a third-party Kingpin coming out at some point, and we'll be picking that up to go along with this guy. Hope you guys like this pose. If you like this one, in fact, just let me know which pose you like the best in the comment section down below as we go through this video. On to the next. All right, guys, we got Miles back, and we have included Spider-Man, and for the hell of it, I threw some web effects in there for you guys. Hopefully give you some ideas on posing, whether you want this particular Miles Spider-Man or you currently have a Spider-Man. Definitely a dynamic pose, definitely something that's going to crease a suit and stretch it and all that kind of fun stuff, but man, does it look good. Oh man, I just have so much fun Spider-Man posing spider figures. So there we go. We've got Spider-Man riding on the back of our Miles Morales figure, and doesn't he look just at home? You know, flipping through the city, no cares in the world, doing flips, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and still holding on to the backpack. You know, never falls out, even doing upside down crazy stuff, which is pretty freaking awesome. And look at this thing. Look at the detail on the backpack. Honestly, guys. Isn't that glorious? I think it is. But I really like this pose. Want to have some fun with it. Just give you guys an idea. One thing when you're posing Spider-Man figures, you want the toes pointed. I mean, think gymnast. You want the toes pointed in whatever direction you can go. You have the legs going. You want the toes pointed. I see it often on Spider-Man poses that they don't do that, and just it's a thing. It'll make your poses better. So we got the web effects in both hands, switched out the thwipping arm or the hand on the left arm. And we got a pretty good bend in his left knee and an ab crunch going on. And you can kind of see what's going on here. This is just a pretty cool pose. And honestly, I forgot I did change out the eyelets. So I did change those out just to have some fun. So we're definitely going to use the scarf and the hat and some venom strikes and all that kind of fun stuff. But I wanted to get Spider-Man in the backpack as soon as I could, because honestly, it was just super excited about that. It's probably one of my favorite accessories, at least of 2021, if not ever. So let's go ahead and do another pose, have some fun with this. Let's roll. If you happen to be wondering which pose out of all these that I've done caused me the most trouble, it is definitely this one, at least so far. Advanced Suit Spidey, balancing him up there just took a minute because I wanted him going over Miles. Like the ground pound with Miles was so awesome. With the Venom Strike, we got Spider-Man in his backpack. It just looks so amazing, but I felt like he needed a friend to help him out, so we brought out Peter Parker to help him out, and I think this looks pretty sick. And this just gives you a little taste of what I'm building. I've got a Spider-Verse display I'm working on right now, and just having a lot of fun with that. So we'll zoom in here and just take a look at what we've got going on as these guys flip around. So I did borrow the coffee cup from the Scarlet Spider, I think. Sometimes I forget which accessories these guys come with because I have so many spider people. But the ground pound for Miles, super easy to do, barely an inconvenience, and I threw that Venom Strike on there just because it looks freaking epic with the black and the red, and I actually don't mind that energy effect on this figure at all. Now I do have his knee up on this stand. You do not have to put it there. I put it there to balance the other Spider-Man, so you can absolutely do a ground pound without a stand, and don't worry about any of that. But as we got our other Spidey flipping around here, I wanted him kind of just falling over on top of Miles, doing some flips, but I wanted to have some fun to it by throwing a coffee cup in there because I thought that's something that totally Spider-Man, well, at least the Scarlet Spider would do. And I like the hell out of this. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on this. It definitely took a minute because of just balancing the Advanced Suit Spidey. And I think it looks super sick. So let's do another one, have some fun. So some of you guys might be saying, what if Miles Morales rescued Grogu instead of Din Djarin? And what if he did it while wearing his winter attire? So there we go. I think earlier I mentioned that the earmuffs, ear covers were actually headphones. They're not. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. I'm actually looking for some headphones for my PlayStation, so maybe that's why I had that on the brain. But this right here is a super fun pose. I like this look. I mean, I honestly, and I got to be honest with you guys, I hate to be the enabler here, but I kind of want a second Miles to have this look because I really like this look, and then maybe another one without that look. I'm not sure if that's crazy. You can let me know in the comment section. But I know you're all also a bunch of enablers and you'll just say, yes, do that. So there you go. I hope you guys like this pose. Had a lot of fun with this thing. I'm actually having, if you couldn't tell, I'm having way too much fun with this particular figure. But it's really easy to pose. So this, I'm recording this pose the next day. And I put the guy back in a museum pose, just laid him down. The suit went back to normal. So if you're wondering about that, it literally, I mean, if you saw the previous poses, they were definitely dynamic. And then just overnight, it was back to normal. So that was super nice to see. And so didn't have any like creasing or anything on the red sections. So that was cool. And then obviously the black sections just did what they do. And it was quite nice. So I'm going to kind of give you guys a little closer look at what we got going on here with our Miles, Grogu, and Spider-Man pose we've got going on here. I like it. I don't know that I like the ear covers as much without them. I think they're, I don't know, just a personal preference for me, but I like the hat. I like the socks and the scarf, and actually the socks, which I thought was curious. The instructions say just to slide those over the shoes, so you don't actually have to take the feet off. It takes you a second to do, but if you straighten out those toes like we were talking about earlier, point them as straight as you can actually get them on fairly easy. So not terrible. I don't know how difficult they're going to be to get off, but I'm not really concerned with that at the present time. I'll deal with that later. But I'm super happy with this. I wish I had already unboxed the Spider-Gwen, even though different things, I get it, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. So come back next. I don't know, maybe it'll be today, maybe it'll be tomorrow. We'll have the Spider-Gwen video up. We've got Marty McFly coming. We've got Ronan. We've got obviously Lando, Shore Troopers, Ebony Maw. We got all the Pure Arts. Cyberpunk 2077 bundle. So many figures to do, and I literally have boxes piled up. So super excited that it's going to be a super like Red Bull week. Red Bull and coffee are going to be rocking and rolling. So if you guys like this pose, let me know in the comment section down below which pose was your favorite. Would love to know that. And as always, collect what you like. And as this guy spins around here, we'll see you next time.